Hey guys, this is Vanngo. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I invite the gorgeous Delphina Mobelli. She lent me her beautiful canvas to create this effortless spring-summer makeup look for you. I hope you enjoy the video. Give the channel always a lot of love. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. And don't forget to follow all of us on Instagram as well. Thank you. To start every makeup, I always prep the skincare first. If you have a question again, why the talent always so flawless before makeup? They all, of course, naturally gorgeous already, but usually when I come in, I will never let the talent sit on the chair without any prepping because I want them feel the most comfortable as they can before the camera starts. So I usually cleanse the face first, do some face scrub, sheet mask, eye mask, then I put them on the camera. So this what I start first. So if you want me to list all those products I use to prep, I can do in the future video as well. But this way you understand that when you want to prepare for camera prepping, it's always the best way to prep all those steps first so the talent look more and feel more comfortable in front of camera. Before this as well, I also put some eye drop on Delphina. This one is, I mentioned many times before, is from Bosch and Lomb Lumify Redness Reliever Eye Drop. This one helps to reduce eyes redness, brighten the eyes, also safe for contact lenses as well. The first product I'm going to use is Tatcha the Kiss Seal Lip Mask. This is a non-sticky lip mask. You can use overnight as well or just as a regular lip balm, and it's great under makeup. It contains plant-based praline, it softens and plumps the lips, and this is a vegan formula. The next product is also from Tatcha, the Silk Peony Melting Eye Cream. This is a hydrating eye cream to fight sign of aging, ideally for under makeup. I would recommend you warm it up a little bit like this in your finger before you apply on the eye. And always be very gentle around the eye area. The next product is Elastin Skincare C Radical Defense Antioxidant Serum. This one contains encapsulated vitamin C to defend against radical damage, help to reduce fine line, sign of aging, and environment stresses. And it helps to brighten the skin over time. I have many comments asking, do my makeup hold well when I use this many skincare product on the face? For me, it does. But I say in every video, I think, do what works for you. For me, prepping skin is one of the most important steps before makeup. But some people think that just a little moisturizer or no moisturizer is enough for them, and that's okay. Whatever works for you. But for me, I like to do all these steps because I think the makeup stays really well throughout the day. It stays fresh throughout the day for me. For moisturizer, it's also from Elastin Skincare. This one is Ultra Light Moisturizer. This one is a lightweight moisturizer. It hydrates and preserving skin barrier. It's silky finish. It's suitable for sensitive skin and for post-cosmetic treated skin. I've learned about this skincare from my derm office as well. And they are a fantastic skincare brand. but I think you can get it everywhere. And I always say, give a lot of love to the skin, little massage. For sunscreen, I'm going to use from Isodine Ultralight Mineral Sunscreen SPF 50. This one I also learned it from my derm office as well. It's a 100% mineral sunscreen. I do find them a little bit of the white cast on my skin, but I have pretty tan skin, but it's great for people who have lighter skin color. And they also have a tinted version as well, which I like because I like a little color. But if you have paler skin tone, olive skin tone, I would recommend more tinted one. This one is water resistant, it's non-greasy, it's very light consistency, and it's a beautiful sunscreen, and dermatologist recommended. It is because my derm recommended before, so that's why I say dermatologist recommended. But this is a fantastic sunscreen. I go to Vietnam and I bring this with a tinted version, and they're fantastic. For the complexion today, I'm going to use Hourglass Cosmetic Veil Hydrating Skin Tint and the Vanish Airbrush Concealer. All the shade and all the name we always listed on the description box of the video, so you can check out the shade, the name, but these are the two products I use. The look I'm doing today, it is Effortless. The foundation, I use this more tinted moisturizer. I use very little coverage because Delfina's skin is gorgeous. Just a little redness, and that's all I'm gonna cover, but I'm not gonna give her like a mask because I think her skin just gorgeous without anything. And this is a great lightweight skin tint. It's a perfect for someone who don't want to wear foundation, but they want just a little coverage. And this is long wear. It's hydrating formula. That's why you see I use a lighter moisturizer earlier, because I think this is very hydrating formula, and it's radiant finish, vegan and cruelty free as well. And you can see that it's blended out beautifully, and you see the skin feel like skin still. And I think this is a beautiful formula. Super natural, super lightweight. You still can able to build a little more if you do tipping like this. So you know, all the area that I find the skin a little red, I'm just gonna tip a little more. But the overall, the complexion still gonna look very natural and fresh. As you can see, the foundation, the skin tint is really sheer and beautiful. You can see the skin texture and everything. But for the concealer, it is a full coverage concealer. So this is a great combination when you want the skin to look natural everywhere. You can use the skin tint, and then you can use the concealer to cover the under eye area, anywhere that you want to pinpoint or cover more. So for this concealer, I'm going to use mainly under the eye area. And around the nose. And then I also use the smaller brush to pinpoint anywhere I want to pinpoint. This is a great way. You can see that the rest of the skin, I leave it natural and sheer. And we'll do the same on the other side. Now you can see the complexion look flawless. Even the skin still feel like skin. I just use the concealer to pinpoint and do on the eye. The best way I would recommend as well is use a foundation brush that you used earlier, and you just dab all the area that you put the full coverage concealer, and then to blend into the area where you just have the tinted moisturizer. This way it's merged everything together. In case you worry about the demarcation about the full coverage and the not full coverage one. But this complexion look just gorgeous. Next, I'm going to use Chanel Beauty Le Beige Healthy Bronzing Cream. The shades I'm using is the deeper shades. I know she have very pale skin. They have 3 shades. You can use the light shade as well. I like this shade even on pale skin because I think it gives a little more. It helps to scope and everything. I know I mentioned that I'm going to do an effortless makeup, and I know there will be a comments or many comments saying, oh my God, I say effortless with so many steps. I will always show you every single step in my video. You use your own judgment what you want to eliminate. You know, if you don't want to use bronzing cream, you don't have to use it. For me, the video is about educational video, so I'm gonna include as many as I can, and then take what you can, and if not, then you just ignore it. Okay, so you see just a little bit of the bronzing cream. I just do on the perimeter area. Just bring back some of the dimension, because sometimes when you use foundation concealer, the face lose that dimension because it become all one color. So a little bit. See, just like that. You see that the face, you can see the cheekbone and the jawline now. I'm doing the same on the other side. For powder, I'm going to use Rare Beauty Always an Optimist Soft Radiant Setting Powder. For this look, I'm not gonna make the skin too matte. So I'm just gonna powder certain area, but not the whole everywhere, because I wanna keep the skin somewhat radiant and not too matte. So you can see here, under the eye area. For bronzer, I'm going to use from Westman Atelier Beauty Butter Powder Bronzer. The shades in French, I can't say it. So we're gonna list it everything on the description box, and you can check it out. And this one here is a matte finish, medium coverage, hydrating and cruelty free. You see how I do it? Just a little bit at a time. So this way the pack is still nice and you don't pack too much product in there. And this is a beautiful bronzer. You see that I just use a little bit and tap. And I just set where I put the cream bronzer earlier. Even it's an effortless makeup, I still want, you know, that sculpted still, because I think it's just beautiful on everyone. Delphina have gorgeous eyebrow. I love how beautiful it is, and I'm not gonna try to like tweeze or do anything crazy. She wouldn't let me anyway, but I think it's like, it's gorgeous the way it is. I would only just gonna use a brow gel and a little marker, just fill in a tiny bit, a little gap anywhere. And the product I'm going to use is Kevin O'Connor Beauty True Feather Brow Marker and Gel Duo. So basically, one side is a marker and the other side is the brow gel, and that's what I'm gonna do. The best way for using these, I would recommend to do a little bit of the gel first, so you can keep the eyebrow in place and you can see exactly where you want to fill it in the individual hair. And I think using a marker like this is a great way to keep the eyebrow look quite beautiful and natural. And you see that I gel the eyebrow first, and now you can look through and you will say, okay, the front look great, so I'm just gonna fill it in a little bit right here, and then you just fill a few individual hair. And then I would do this throughout, and I would do the same on this side. I mean, there's not really like a real technique of this. It's all your eye, and you can see like where you want to fill it in, and it's just up to you. You know, you want to make it fuller or thinner, or you can actually create from this. Not thinner, but you know how full and how thick you want, and that's what I would do. It just go through one by one. So basically you just keep back and forth and you see detail where you want to add more, or it's really just, you know, you design the shape that you prefer. For eyes, I'm going to use these three products. The first product I'm going to use is from Sweet Beauty Satin Eyeliner. The shades I'm using is called Margot Bardot. So this is more like reddish brown color. The second product is the Westman Atelier I Want You Mascara, the brown mascara. This is like a unique brown mascara. It's not your typical, this is more a reddish brown as well. The whole point I'm choosing this color because I just want to bring out Delphina eye color. I mean, her eye is sensational, you can see that. But I think some of these warm color, it make the eye pop even more. And then for the shadow, I'm not gonna use matte or any shadow. I'm just gonna use an eye gloss. This is from Anastasia Beverly Hills Ethereal. The shades I'm using called Supernova. They come in 4 different shades of 5, I believe, 4 or 5. And this is the shades I'm using. I just want to mention that the look I'm doing is more not perfectly done, like a perfectly application. Is everything a little smudgier, a little more wet and creamy. So because that's, I want to do that kind of look today. I'm going to curl the lashes first. Because I think once I put the eye gloss on, it's going to be a little trickier to curl the lashes because your hand might touch the gloss and you try to minimize all those steps. So that's why I curl the lashes first. And you can touch up again after you do the liner or mascara before you do the gloss as well if you want to do that. And to start, what I'm gonna do is I do the full inner water line with this color. I do the inner upper waterline as well. I do a little bit on the upper lash line as well. And you see that I do a little bit of the color, smudge it out. Same on the other side. You can see that I just smudge it out a little bit, and there's nothing here. I'm gonna smudge a little bit on the bottom here, whatever left over, just a little bit undone. Then before I do the gloss, I put some mascara on. And as I mentioned, this is more like a reddish brown color. And it's gonna help to really make the color of the eye pop more. Let's see. I'm gonna do one more coat on the upper after I do the lower first. A little bit on the lower. Do one more coat. As you can see that you can use black mascara if you like, but I think the brown ones actually give that more like the eye pop but soft still. You know, I think sometimes it's like the black mascara can make it pop but it's really harsh. So I think this is like a softer idea. So next I'm going to use the gloss, the eye gloss. You can use the finger as well, or you can use the brush. This is the High Shine Dual Chrome Eyeshadow Gloss. And this is a gel formula. And what's great about this is you can run alone or on top of all the eyeshadow. A glitter matte shadow as well. Gloss will crease. Doesn't matter what the marketing people say, it will crease. But this one here, I find a very minimum increasing. And the great thing about gloss is that it's okay to crease because that's the whole point. You wear eye gloss for that effortless, a little done undone. And I think that's the whole point about why eye gloss for. And I just really love this texture. And you can see that it's very minimum creasing. You can barely see the crease at all. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a smaller blending brush, and I'm gonna put a little bit of this in the corner as well. You can use your finger, but I think my finger is too big to actually gonna like get over here without making a mess. So I just use a little brush. And then you can just clean where you don't want a gloss. Take it up a little bit there. So I think the eye look really beautiful. As you can see, it's more like, you know, done, undone. It's, you know, there's no one way to do it. So you can use the finger, you can use the brush, you can have what you like. You can see that it will always gonna crease a little bit, but this for eye gloss, I think that's very little creasing. And the great thing about this is that you just use the finger and dab, 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 and it's blend out for you. For blush, I'm going to use Nivea Cheeky Flush Cream Blush, and this is the shades I'm using. The great thing about color cream blush or blush in general, I just want to let you know, is that when you want to achieve more a natural, more glow within blush, try to use a brighter color. Because if you think that you want the face look natural and you use more muted shades, it's actually sometimes it look muddy on the skin. It doesn't give you that natural flush. So if you want to have that natural flush, like flush that come out from within, choose a brighter color. Like that's a problem, people misunderstanding. That's why when all these bright color always discontinue because it doesn't sell, people are scared to buy them. But these shades here, when you put on the face, you say, oh my god, this is like so bright, I can't wear them. But these are the shades that make you look the most natural and beautiful, and you see that. The great thing about this blush is lightweight. You can use it after you powder as well, because I powder already and I still blend it out without worry about disturbing my makeup. You know, it's easy to blend and build, fragrance free, vegan and cruelty free, and you can see that it's just a very natural and beautiful, and it's give you more like a natural finish. It's not too dewy, which is great, and it's lasting for you a lot better than the dewy one. The dewy one, sometimes I find that like throughout the day it become wet. And what you can also do, your foundation brush earlier, and you just blend out the edges if you like. But you can see these are color that just really beautiful on the face. You can never achieve this kind of flush using the muted color. Those muted color is give you more like a contour shading, but it won't give you that flush glow from within blush. And that's why don't afraid to use this bright color when you use cream blush or powder blush as well. For highlighter, I'm going to use from Violet Balm Shine Universal Highlighter. This is a great highlighter, creamy and balmy. This is like if you want to have that glow from within as well, it's a great highlighter. It helps to enhance and add soft radiance all the area. I use a little bit around the high cheekbone here. And this is a vegan and cruelty-free formula as well. And you put a little on the nose. Give it a bow. Anywhere that you want to add a little shine, put a little bit there. For lips, I'm going to use NARS Cosmetic Afterglow Sensual Shine Lipstick. And the shades I'm using is 209 On Edge. This is a hybrid between lipstick and moisturizing lip balm. So it gives more sheer coverage, but it is high shine finish. And for this kind of texture, to be honest with you, when it is high shine texture, if you apply directly with the bullet, you feel more of the texture more. I'm gonna do it just so you can see it more. So this is, see, with the brush you won't get the same effect. So that's why I'm using this, so you can see that is the texture a little more. And again, I use a brighter color because I think it is such a beautiful color, complement to the blush color. It's such a gorgeous lip texture because it gives you that shine but not glossy, which is so beautiful. Delphina has such a gorgeous lip shape, and I don't think she needs the lip liner for this at all. I just love how natural the lip shape is, and that's why I didn't use the lip liner. But this is just a beautiful color on her. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to bring back the highlight, and I'm going to add more radiancy where I want to have a little more. Even though you do this dewy skin, I still recommend you use some setting spray. The setting spray I'm using is Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Makeup Setting Spray. That's the final look, guys. I know I mentioned it's an effortless makeup, but I put a lot of effort in the look. It's just because I want to show every single step again. But like I say, just take any tips that you can. You know, the eye, I think it's very easy. All just smudge in the eye, and then you just put the gloss on. That's all you do. This is a great way for someone who want to look fresh and doesn't want too much eyeshadow application. This is a great way. I hope you enjoyed the video. Give the channel always a lot of love. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and don't forget to follow all of us on Instagram as well. Thank you.